Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the Google Trends Hub. Today we're talking about a developing story that's got everyone in the tech world buzzing. The U.S. Department of Justice and several state attorneys general are pushing for remedies against Google's dominance in the search market. So, what's at stake? Well, as you may know, Google was recently found guilty of maintaining a monopoly in the search business. And now, they're facing a 3-week trial where the court will decide on some very serious remedies, including whether or not to break up the company altogether. Now, that might sound like a drastic measure, but it's actually been proposed by the Justice Department as a way to restore competition. But before we dive deeper, let's talk about what these remedies would look like. The Department of Justice is proposing that Google be forced to sell its Chrome browser, license search data to competitors, and stop paying other companies to make their products the primary choice on their devices and services. That sounds like a lot of changes, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Google so opposed to these remedies? Well, according to Leanne Mulholland, Vice President of Regulatory Affairs at Google, they believe that these proposals go miles beyond the court's original decision and would actually harm consumers. They argue that instead of breaking up the company, consumers should be allowed to choose their preferred browser, and Google can then split revenue with competitors. But here's the thing, this is a complex issue, and there are valid arguments on both sides. The Justice Department wants to restore competition, but they also don't want to disrupt the services we rely on every day. Meanwhile, Google wants to maintain its dominance in the search market, but that might not be in line with what the court is looking for. As the trial unfolds, it's anyone's guess how things will play out. But one thing's for sure, the outcome of this case has far-reaching implications for the tech industry and beyond. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story, so stay tuned to the Google Trends Hub for all the latest updates. And finally, as we wrap up today's episode, it's worth considering what this trial means for the future of antitrust cases in the U.S. With Google at the center of this storm, it's clear that the stakes are high, but also a reminder that competition and innovation are what drive us forward as a society. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of tech and trends.